Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all of you. So we'll just wait for a couple of more minutes and then we'll start the session. Hello. Um, sure. Please. चलो हो गया दादी को लेके आ गए चलो, जैसे कि मेरी 6 से 8 क्लास है तब मुझे भी फोन किया कि हम अब 8 बजे के बाद बात कर पाए Okay, so we have lots of people joining in. This is our first session today. So I would request if you all can please turn on your camera so that at least we understand who all are there in the call. And what we'll also do is we'll do a quick round of introduction so that we are aware of the backgrounds of the people who are in this call, who have taken up this course, so that it will help us in better curating of these sessions which are there. We'll be having 12 sessions for the 12 weeks, and probably we'll also have an extra session which will be just before your final examination, right? So let me introduce myself, and then we'll go about taking quick introduction with all those people who are in this particular call. So my name is Abhishek, and I'm conducting the problem solving session for this course. The course name is Understanding Incubation and Entrepreneurship. And talking about my background, I am an architect. I did my bachelor's of architecture from SPA Delhi. And after that, I did my post graduation, master's of design. Following it, I was working in Infosys as a designer, and then I joined a couple of more companies. After that, I also had a brief stint in my startup. So for around 2.5 to 3 years, I worked in a startup, and then I shifted to teaching, wherein I was a design educator at a few of the institutions in design. And after that, I decided to pursue research. So currently, I'm a research scholar at IIT Roorkee. And as a part of my fellowship, I'll be taking up these sessions. These are basically problem solving sessions. So if anybody has queries related to the course, it can be discussed. Apart from that, what we'll also do is that we'll be having a set of 10 questions which are pertaining to this particular course, which I'll be asking. And you all have to share or say your point of view, what could be the correct answer for those questions. And at the end, we'll also discuss the correct answer, right? So in every session, what will happen is that we'll have a set of protocol slides which are a set of 7 to 8 slides talking about this particular course. What is the agenda, where you can access the different things. How do you understand your NPTEL portal? So all those things will be there. How the marking is calculated, how do you get a certificate, and these are that's why these are protocols, right? These are a deck of few slides which we'll repeat in each and every session, because what we have observed is that in every session we find a few newcomers. Okay, so we want that. every individual who is joining in for the first time, he gets to know, the basic premise of this particular course. And after that, I'll also try to show a brief recap or a content recap of that particular week's session. The idea is that many a times the learners are not able to go through the week's content, and that's why they hesitate in participating in the session. So from my previous experiences, what I've understood is that giving a brief recap of the week's content helps the learners gain confidence, and even if they are not able to attend that particular week's content, they are able to see what was all taught in that particular week, and then they also participate in the discussion which we normally have. So we have almost 30 to 40 students and various learners, professionals probably in this particular course. Uh, so I'll be taking out the names of the people who are in a specific order in my system. And I would request you to please, unmute yourself, and, if you can share your image as well, we can see you, and we can then, have a brief introduction from you. What you can share is about your name, and what course you are pursuing, in which year you are, in which college you are studying, if you are a student, if you are a professional, what kind of work you are doing, in which company you are in, right? So these things will help us understand the background of all of you. Okay, so just give me a minute. I'll try to fit in more people. All right. Uh, so there are a lot of people who have their roll numbers listed as a prefix. I'm assuming all these are students in some of the institution. So we'll quickly go about, asking about them. Amrita, you have raised your hand. Do you have any question? Amrita Patil. All right. So, so we have the first person with roll number 23110010, Bargali. Uh, if you can please unmute and introduce quickly yourself.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
My name is Chinmay Rajendra Bargale. I am a currently second year civil engineering student of BTech program in Walton College of Engineering, Sangli. I have enrolled this program because I come to know about this from my college itself, and I'm also looking forward to seek insights more into entrepreneurship.
Okay. Where are you based from?
I'm from district Sangli, Kablapur, Maharashtra, state of
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra. Okay. So I'm assuming that this is a part of your course curriculum and the credits will be counted. Is it so?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there was a choice given to you to opt for this course, or was it a
No,
mandate to join this course?
yes, it was mandatory to join this course.
All right. All right.
I also have interest in this field as well.
Great. So were you able to go through the week one content,
Yes, I have.
and you have submitted the assignment as well, huh?
Yes.
Okay, great, great. Fine. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Jinmay.
Yes, sir.
Then we have Suhani Patil. If you're there, if you can just quickly brief yourself, your name, your college, and made you interested in this particular course. Okay. We'll quickly go by the names in this particular chat box. Uh, 2331002 Thakre.
Hello.
Yeah, hello Prerna.
Yes, myself, Prerna Thakre. I am from Nasik, currently studying in Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli, as a electrical engineer second year student.
Okay, so this course is like a mandate for you as well.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
So Prerna, tell me, all those people who have these roll numbers, are these from your college itself?
Yeah,
Okay, okay, fine. Thank
any
you.
of those.
Many of them. Acha, okay. And your BTech is in
Electrical engineering.
electrical.
Electrical.
All right. Fair. Okay, Prerna. Good luck.
Thank you.
Then we have 2341005 Jagdale.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Sahil. Please go ahead.
Sir, my name is Sahil Ashok Gardale, and right now my college name is Walton College of Engineering. And right now I'm pursuing electronics engineering degree, and this course is mandatory for all of us.
In which year are you in, Sahil?
Second year, sir.
Second year. All right. All right. Fine, Sahil. Thank you. 2341008 Yuvesh.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. I am Yuvesh Menger from Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. I am currently pursuing BTech in Electronics Engineering.
Okay, Yuvesh. Thank you. 2341012.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I am from Mumbai, from UTI College, and my course is MTech Software Engineering, second year.
So you are also doing this as a part of credit requirement in your college?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Welcome. Okay. We have Kedarnath. Hello, Kedarnath.
Yes, sir, I'm from Karnataka. My name is Kedarnath. So this was mandatory, sir, this course.
Okay. Okay. What course you are pursuing as of now?
Sir, I'm civil engineering student.
All right. All right. Welcome.
Thank you.
Sanved. Sanved Diware.
Yes, sir. My name is Tanvir Diware, and currently I am pursuing BTech degree from Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli, and I am from Electronic branch.
Okay. Okay. And you're also doing it for a course specific requirement, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Radhika.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you can introduce yourself.
Okay, sir. My name is Radhika Parashram Norute. Currently, I am in second year and pursuing electronics engineering from Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. And this course is mandatory for us.
Okay. So you're pursuing a UG or PG? Under
UG,
this?
second
Under.
year.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Radhika. Welcome. I think Chinmay we have already
Thank you, sir.
introduced. Ankit Nayak. Ankit, if you are there and if you can hear me, quick introduction from you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good evening.
My name is Ankit Naik. Currently, I'm pursuing my BTech in Silicon Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar, Odisha, and currently I'm in third year.
All right. All right. Ankit, welcome. Rachita.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a very brief introduction.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am pursuing my BTech in Silicon Institute of Technology, and I am doing my I am in electronics branch.
All right, Rachita. So this is a
Okay.
course mandate for you as well?
Yes, sir.
All right, all right. Welcome.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Ganesh Bhave.
Yes, sir. Myself, Jairaj Ganesh Bhai. I am currently studying in Walton.
Gणेश, if you can be a little more loud, बहुत धीमे आवाज आ रही है आपकी.
Yes, sir. Sir, myself, Jairaj Ganesh Bhai. I am currently studying in Walton College of Engineering, Sangal, as a BTech student, and I am pursuing course in BTech Electronics. Okay, and this course is mandatory to us.
All right, Ganesh. Thank you. Harshali Vehre.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I already given the speech.
अच्छा, you have introduced? Okay, okay. Saloni.
Yes.
Saloni Pushparaj.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, a quick introduction. So basically, we are doing a quick introduction. Just introduce yourself, your name, your course you are pursuing, and let me know if you are, doing it for a course requirement or, out of interest you have taken up this course.
My name is Saloni Byers. I am currently pursuing my BTech in Electronics Engineering from Walton College of Engineering, and it is mandatory for us, this course.
All right, all right. Welcome. Manas Tikade.
Hello, sir. I'm Manas Tekade from Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. I'm currently pursuing BTech second year electronics.
Right, all right. So this is a course requirement for you, huh?
Yes, sir. It's mandatory.
Fine, fine, fine. Prathamesh. Uh, okay. Miss Nivedita Pandey. Prakruti.
Good evening, sir.
Evening.
I'm Prakriti from BMS College of Engineering, Bangalore. I'm currently in fourth semester, and we had one course called Management and Entrepreneurship. So I liked that subject, and I wanted to explore more in this field. So I took this course.
Okay, okay. Welcome, Prakriti. So we have a message from Ms. Nivedita. She is working in a private university and the course is required for incubation cell in our university. No issues, ma'am. Thank you so much for posting your, introduction here in the chat box. Those who are having network issues, I think that is a better way. You can just write in your brief introduction. Okay. Om Prakash Behra.
Good evening, sir.
Good
My
evening.
name is Om Prakash Bera, and I am from Silicon University, Bhubaneswar, and I am pursuing second year BTech. I am from Electrical and Electronics branch.
All right, all right. Welcome. Mr. Tiruvendaka.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Hello,
Myself,
sir.
Thiruvengadam. So, I am belongs to K. Rangasamy College of Technology, Tiruchengodu. It is Namakkal district in Tamil Nadu, sir. So, I am a faculty of mechatronics engineering. So, I am taking care of our institution incubation center, MSME business incubator, and also we have our institution have ACICA incubation foundation. So I am also taking care of entrepreneurship development cell in our institution. So I wish to learn this course, sir.
Okay, sir. Most welcome, sir. I hope
Thank you,
you
sir.
find the course helpful and there will be a lot of interesting things in this 12-week duration.
Yes, sir.
Hope to see you there
Thank you, sir.
throughout
Thank you
this.
so much. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Welcome. Okay, we'll do ask Alauddin. Alauddin Ayubi. Amit Rane. Miss Amrita Patil is working as a lecturer and she's taking care of entrepreneurship lectures. Okay, welcome, ma'am. Rohan Mane from Walchand College of Engineering is pursuing mandatory course. Okay, fine, fine. So probably what we can do is those who are left, if I have not been able to take your name, you can also post it in the chat box, and I'll just quickly have an understanding of how many students are here and how many professionals are here, because this is a course which has been taken up by a lot many students, like we are seeing as a form of curriculum requirement, wherein the credits get counted for this course. At the same time, there are a lot of working professionals, educators who are there in the institutions and or working in the entrepreneurship cells who are also taking up this particular course. So we do have diverse group of audience, and we'll try to address and make the sessions comfortable for the entire set of audience which you are having here. So I'm sorry, I will not be able to take all the individual names. If you want to introduce yourself, you can just raise your hand and I will, call out your name, and you can then, briefly introduce yourself. So anybody who's interested to introduce themselves can raise your hand, and, I can just call their names, or you have the option of typing it in the text box as well. From there also, we can, go ahead. We have got Prathamesh, who is in his final year of BTech. All right. And he's pursuing internship in Nagpur. Okay. Welcome, Prathamesh. So I think the people will keep on joining in. uh, all right. So let me share a few experiences which I have had in my previous problem solving sessions. I had taken up this course previously as well, in which I saw a mixed crowd like which we are having today, and normally in due course what we see is that in the initial few sessions we see a lot many students and enthusiasm, but as the course proceeds we see a fall in attendance, but then those who are there are the genuine ones who wants to learn, who wants to understand more about the course. uh, Also these problem sessions are things which can help you in the understanding of this course, and then you also get to uh, see a set of additional questions. So the idea is that you will understand more from these questions. You'll also be exposed to what typology of questions that may be asked in your final exam, since many of you are doing it as a part of requirement, whether from a student perspective or from an education perspective or from a learning perspective. I think getting a certificate will boost your profile in whichever profession or designation you are in as of now. Okay. So with that, what I'll do is I'll just have a look if somebody has raised. So none of the people have raised their hands to introduce themselves. It's perfectly fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So how the session will proceed is that, like I mentioned, when we open the session, we do a quick round of introduction, because we have seen in the past sessions as well that every time we see a new set of crowd, and by introduction we trying to familiarize ourselves with the people around, and then what I do is I share my screen. I present a few set of protocol slides like I mentioned. After that, we do a quick content recap, which is basically in the form of snapshots of the lectures, so that we recall what all was discussed in this particular week's content. So all these sessions will be week specific. Today we are covering the content for week one. Okay, so like there are 12-week lectures. So all the week's content will be discussed in the respective problem solving sessions. right? And once the introduction of protocol slides and set of 10 questions are done, protocol slides and content recap is done, then we present you with the additional set of questions. These are different from the questions which are there in the assignments, which is live for you, because from that we'll be assessing you and giving you marks which will be at the end counted for certificate perspective, right? So the questions which we'll discuss will be different ones, but that will be from the same week's content, right? So and once that is done, then probably in the course of these 10 questions, we invite all the participants to share, what could be the right answer. So we do a quick kind of voting to understand, how people are perceiving the answers and what could be the right answer, and then we show, what is the right answer. So this is how these problem solving sessions work around. Also, I think it's a very fabulous offering from NPTEL, because in one way you are understanding the content from the domain experts. At the same time, you are also through these sessions have the liberty to learn from the peers as well, and to understand the thought process of the different people around here. So I think your participation becomes very, very critical in this. I would request all of you to please, be vocal in these sessions, especially at the part where we are discussing the set of 10 questions. Okay. So there are a couple of new messages. Chinmay, he's studying in third year BTech in Bhubaneswar and he's pursuing third year. Okay. Welcome, Chinmay. So I'll be proceeding to share my screen now. If someone can please tell me if you are able to see my screen, that will be helpful.
Yes, sir.
All right, all right. So just give me a minute. I'll also try to uh, join in through my personal account so that I'm also aware what is happening and what kind of screen is being shared. All right. So let me see if anybody else has asked to join. Okay, we'll admit them and we'll proceed with our presentation. Okay. So once again, welcome to all of you. The course name is Understanding Incubation and Entrepreneurship. The course instructor is Professor V.K. Chakravarti sir, who is from IDC School of Design, IIT Bombay. And my name is Abhishek Srivastav. I am basically taking up these problem solving sessions as a part of my TA duty. And today we are here for the week 1. So this is the general agenda of the session. The live sessions are there to help you in the current run of courses. So basically what we are trying to do is we are trying to discuss the content, we are trying to discuss additional set of questions, which will help you in the understanding of, this particular course in a much better way. We shall discuss and solve week specific assignments, a set of 10 questions other than the live assignment. As I mentioned, that live assignment is there to assess you. and this assessment will at the end lead to your certificate, right? So I'll also tell you the various criteria for getting a certificate in subsequent slides. But it's important that the live assignments are being done by you. Ideally, you should not take help. And live assignments also give you the flexibility of resubmitting it multiple times. What it means is that till the final deadline of these assignments, you can actually change the options and again resubmit it, right? So this is again a great functionality that you can come back, revisit the lectures, revisit the PDF contents, enhance your learning, and then resubmit the assignments so that you can score better. And all these assignments will actually lead you to the calculation of final marking, which will tell you in the upcoming slides. Okay. Also, what we also do is we'll respond to the queries and questions, and we'll do a content recap of the ongoing week. So today is our first session. We'll be discussing week one's content along with the recap. Okay. This is a few things which are expected from you during the course, right? So during these sessions, I would request you to please keep your mic on mute. The idea is that these sessions are getting recorded, and we don't want any unnecessary noise and disturbances to be recorded. So from that perspective, we request everybody to please keep your mic on mute. If you have any questions, or if you want to, if when I invite you to share your opinion and what could be the right answer, obviously at that moment, at that time, you will have to unmute yourself and then speak up, right? Yes, so that's the next point. You may unmute to speak if you have any questions or while responding to the questions asked. Okay, we talked about 10 set of questions, and when we will be discussing that, I would expect you to please unmute yourself and share your opinion for the correct answer. If you have any further questions, there is again a great functionality by NPTEL platform, which is the discussion forum. This you get by visiting Ask a Question tab. Okay, this is a snapshot of how your portal looks like when you log in. Okay, there are these tabs which are available. All right, this is the left pane. Okay, in the left pane, you get all the week-wise lectures. This particular section. And if you want to register for examination, you can click here and then do the complete registration process. If you want to use the discussion forum, you have to click on Ask the Question tab, and then you can post your question there, which will lead to Google discussion forum. Also, as soon as you start submitting your week-wise assignments, you'll be able to see your progress. All right. So like I mentioned, all these sessions are being recorded. These sessions will be uploaded in my YouTube channel. The link is here. You don't have to copy the link, because the moment the lectures start uploading, you will be able to see something like problem solving session. When you click here, it will lead you to an Excel sheet. And from that Excel sheet, you'll get the link for the recording, which will basically a YouTube link. All right. So you don't have to worry with this particular thing, right? In the Excel, you'll also have the access to the YouTube link. You'll also have access to the Google Drive link. Okay. Why the Google Drive link? Because these PDFs, these presentations, which are in the form of PPT, shall be converted into PDFs. These PDFs are annotated, which means we'll be scribbling about these, and all these PDFs will also be uploaded to the Google Drive, right? So you have access to both the things. This has been generally done because many a times there could be a possibility that you might have an exam, you might have a commitment for assignment in some other course in your institute, or you might have any professional obligations, engagements for which you are unable to attend this particular session, right? So considering all these scenarios, what NPTEL has informed us is that, we'll be recording these live sessions and we'll be uploading it on the YouTube. So whenever you have time, at your comfort, you can actually revisit these lectures, and at the same time you can also access all the presentations in the form of PDFs, which are downloadable as well. All right, so at your convenience you can download all these PDFs and then have a look at it. Okay, so everything is in favor of the learner. You just have to sit and relax and participate in these sessions. Like I mentioned, the moment we complete our lecture, soon you will be able to see the problem solving link, in which you will be able to find the link for both YouTube as well as Google Drive. Okay. This is the course preview. The name is Understanding Incubation and Entrepreneurship. The course instructor is Professor V.K. Chakravarti sir, who is there at the IDC School of Design at IIT Bombay. He has also been leading activities under DIC, which is Design Innovation Center. Okay. This particular course is of 12 weeks with the starting date of 22nd July. 12 weeks means we'll be having 12 problem solving sessions. There would be plus one extra session. It could be probably of 1 hour or more, but the information about this will be shared in due course. This will be just before your final exam. Okay, so I'll be telling you a few, minor details, what to prepare, how to prepare, what to ensure before you go for your final exam. So please do attend this extra session. It will be helpful for you while you are, going for your examination per se, right? Now coming on to the deadlines. For the week one, the deadline is 7th of August, a few days from now. However, for the week two, the deadline is same. Okay, so just in case you have not yet submitted your assignments, please do it. And I'll inform you later, why these assignments are important. Okay. The final examination date is 26th of October. You will have the liberty, or not the liberty, because they are changing few things many a times. You will be either given a pre-lunch slot or a post-lunch slot. As you can see, the exam will be of 3 hours duration. In the pre-lunch slot, it will be either 9 to 12, or in the post-lunch, it will be between 2 to 5. Okay. So either of the two slots, you will be have to be physically present in the examination center and attempt the questions. Okay. So this is how your screen will look when you will be clicking on the progress tab. Okay. Progress basically has been made on two aspects of lesson progress and assignment progress. This basically means how much you have gone through the content and how much assignments have you attempted. Okay. So as and when you are submitting your assignment, soon you will be able to see your progress. The idea is to make you aware of how you are performing in these week-wise assignments and how much content are you basically absorbing and learning from. Okay, so this progress bar will be continuously updated, and you can see your progress here. All right, now coming on to the certification part. The course is free to enroll and learn from, which means that anybody who is interested in the content, who wants to learn, the course is completely free for them. But if you want to earn a certificate, you will have to register and write the proctored examination. Proctored examination means there will be a invigilator in the room, and it will be a physical or an offline mode of exam. Okay. Like I mentioned, you'll have to visit a designation examination center and you will have to attempt the exam just like you attempt your board examinations. Okay, or if you have attempted any nationalized examination gate or something, you will have to visit the center physically and then attempt it. The exam fee is of rupees 1,000. However, there are certain late fee charges as well. So if you really want to earn a certificate and it's a mandate thing, I would suggest that do not wait till the last date. Do your registration as quickly as possible. Okay, so do not wait till the last date, because many times what happens is that the system gets overloaded. So it's better that, if it is a requirement, it's a mandate, just, enroll for the examination, because anyways you have to earn the certificate. Okay. Now this is important criteria to earn a certificate. Okay. Please understand this very carefully. So let me brief you. So let's divide this thing in two sections. Okay. First I've written internal, second I've written external, and the third is overall. Okay. What do you mean by internal? We basically mean the week-wise assignments. So you'll be getting 1 to 12 assignments, and you'll have to attempt these assignments, and the weightage given is 25%. All right. Now, important thing is that while calculating this internal score, we take the best 8 assignments out of 12. Okay. So there could be scenarios where you do not perform, well in all these assignments. So the backhand will take the best 8 assignments. Okay. This again, is something in the favor of audience, right? So the best 8 assignments will be considered while deriving the internal marks. External marks is, as I mentioned, it's a proctored examination. You'll have to go visit a center. It will be, the marks will be given out of 100, and it has a weightage of 75%. So a higher weightage is given for physical examination, and internals 25%. And all these will combine to form your overall score. Right? Now, the criteria here is that, okay, you will be eligible for a certificate only if average assignment score is greater than 10 out of 25, which means you will have to score at least more than 10 marks out of 25, and your exam score should be greater than 30 out of 75. These two conditions need to be met separately. Okay. So your final score should be greater than 40 out of 100. Then only you will get the certificate. Let me explain it with, few more scenarios. For example, you might score 5 out of 25, but you might score 50 out of 75. All right. Your total score is 55 out of 100, which fulfills this criteria of more than 40 marks. However, it does not meet the individual criteria of more than 10, which means that even if you score this, you will not get certificate. All right. Again, another scenario, you might score 15 out of 25, but here you can score 25 out of 75. If you see your combined score, it is 40 out of 100. So you are fulfilling this scenario, you are fulfilling this scenario, but you are not fulfilling this particular scenario. Again, you will not get a certificate, right? Which means that your internal assignments are very, very important as well as your external. So do not take any of them lightly. ये दोनों ही जरूरी हैं. Both these needs to be attempted and do your best attempt. Okay. I hope this particular part is clear. Anybody who has any doubt in this particular slide? Great, great. No issues. So in every session, we'll be, following the initial set of slides. Okay. So in the week one content, we covered all these aspects. There was a brief introduction to entrepreneurship, and then they talked about evidence-based entrepreneurship. There was an introduction to GDC and the people who are running it, who are guiding it, who are mentoring it, how they are helping the STEM colleges. They talked about, why the startups fail and the top 20 and the top four reasons. What are the mistakes which the startups do? They also mentioned about lean startup, the business model canvas. What are the three broad questions that needs to be answered by a startup? Then there was journey of Mr. Dinoj. We'll also see about that. And then there's a tech talk by Bill Roche. It's a part of additional learning materials. So you have time and luxury. Please go and go through it. All right. So in the assignments as well as in this set of 10 questions, you will find two typology of questions. One will be single select, and one will have multiple correct answers. Okay. The single select one will be in the form of circle. These are called radio buttons. Okay. Which means only one answer will be correct. And the square ones will have multi-select. I hope this would have been clear for you, those who have already attempted the assignments. For example, the question is, what paratha do you want? I can only select one of them. Either I can select gobi, mix, aloo, or paneer. All right. So if I select this, I could select only one correct answer. In multi-select, I can have multiple correct answers. So what do you want in your burger? I might want to have cheese. I might want to have cucumber and sauce. And I could also want all four of them. Okay. So depending upon the questions, you have to select the correct answers. All right. Okay. Now this again is a very important slide. I do give emphasis on this too in all my sessions, which is about how the marking is done for multiple choice questions. All right. Now, the first point is if all options chosen by the student are correct and no correct answer has been chosen, then full marks are awarded. Okay. If at least one incorrect answer has been chosen, then no marks are awarded. If only correct answers are chosen, but not all correct answers have been chosen, then partial marks proportional to the correct answers of the chosen are awarded. Now let's try to understand this through an example. So if the question is, what all of the below are located in New Delhi? Okay. Your options are Qutub Minar, Temple, Gateway of India, so who can tell me what are the correct answer for this question? What all of the below are located in New Delhi? Okay. The options are Qutub Minar, Lotus Temple, Gateway of India, and Red Fort. What is the correct answer? Anybody? Simple question.
Red Fort.
If maybe what you can do is you can use the chat box, right?
Qutub Minar and Lotus Temple.
Okay.
The Red Fort.
People have started saying options. Okay, let me just quickly have a look. Let us see how and what people have responded to. Let's go back to the. All right. People have been saying ABC, ABC. Most of you have said ABC. Some people are saying not C, D. All right. Uh, Anyone else who would want to share your opinion? Yes, Ankit.
Sir, option A, B, D.
A, B, and D. All right. All right. Fine. Let's see. Okay. So scenario one is, let's first highlight the correct answers. The correct answer is Qutub Minar, Lotus Temple, and Red Fort. Very correct. See, Gateway of India is wrong answer. What you have in New Delhi is India Gate. All right. Gateway of India कहाँ पे है? Anyone?
Mumbai.
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 Mumbai. Amchi Mumbai. Correct. Lot many people are from Maharashtra today. Yes. So these are these are A, B, and D are the correct answers. Right. Now let us see scenario one, which says if all options chosen by the student are correct and no incorrect answers have been chosen, then full marks. So which means if I choose in scenario one A, B, and D, I will get full marks. Okay. So all those who have answered A, B, and D, you will be getting full marks. Now let us see scenario 2. If at least one incorrect answer has been chosen, then no marks. For example, you select A, B, and C, or you select A, B, C, and D. In both the scenarios, you have selected C, which is the incorrect answer. In this scenario, you will get no marks. है ना? तो कोई marks नहीं मिलेगा क्योंकि आपने एक incorrect answer choose किया. You selected one incorrect answer, so no marks will be given. Now let's understand scenario 3. It says if only correct answers are chosen but not all correct answers are chosen, then partial marks proportional to the number of correct answers chosen are awarded. Which means, for example, if you select A and B and then submit, okay, so you've chosen the correct answers, or you select B and D and then submit. Again, you have chosen the correct answers. However, you have not chosen all the three correct. सारे तीन आपने select नहीं किए, but you have chosen only the correct ones. Now, in this scenario, you will be getting proportional marks. Okay. So while attempting your quizzes, your assignments, it's important that you go through the options very clearly and then attempt your assignment, because if you select any of the incorrect answers, you will not get any marks even if you have selected a couple of right ones. Okay. I hope this particular side is clear to all of you. It's not that complicated. Okay. So we will do a quick content recap. The idea is that if any one of you have not been able to go through the content, it will help you to understand, what was discussed in the week 1 lecture, right? I'll just have a quick look if anybody is in the waiting. Great. Fine. We will continue. So, Professor B.K. Chakravarti said in this particular presentation, he talked about, who are the entrepreneurs. These are the people who spot opportunities where others see confusion. Okay? They break new grounds to solve problem and bring economic prosperity. These are the leaders that have good grasp on all aspects of business, from planning, execution, finance, and ideas. So they have defined, who is an entrepreneur and what does he do, how does he do it. Okay. Then they started with GDC, which is the Gopal Krishna Deshpande Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. This was basically started by these three individuals who were IIT Madras alumni. And then the module one talks about, their insights, why startups fail, what are the main challenges. And these two individuals, Mr. Anand and Raghuttam Roy, sir, both of them are a part of the lecture series who are, sharing their point of view, their insights of what GDC does and how it helps the startups. So these were some of the stats for those who joined their I Incubate program, which they said was an 8 weeks boot camp. So after attending the 8 weeks boot camp, 60% went ahead with their startups, approx 40% hesitated, and 10 to 15% stopped their journey. And they told that all these three of them are markers of success for them. Right? And then they defined, the stages wherein ion incubate basically helps in. It's specified on the customer discovery part, and it's a part of the complete, sequence of research lab to pre-incubation to the incubator facilities. They cited the reasons why startup fail. It's not because of the bad ideas, but it's because they fail to get the customers. Customer is very, very important. So they have listed down the insights that there was no market need, ran out of cash, not the right team, or outcompeted. Okay. So these were the top four reasons, and then there is a complete list of what are the reasons. So why startup failed? No market need, ran out of cash, not the right team, which is basically talking about the team composition. Got outcompeted. इसका क्या मतलब है? Got outcompeted? Anybody?
They
Anyone?
couldn't survive the competitions.
Okay, they could not survive the competition. Or any further interpretations? So this could also interpreted in the way that there was another startup who basically were having a better business model. They had a better offering in the same segment, and because of them, they got outcompeted. Okay, so it depends on how you interpret stuff. Then they talked about few disruptors in the ecosystem, like the Uber taxi service. They suggested, where do the founders spend most of their time, which is basically in getting new ideas, making their product more complex, world class, and full of features. And then they talked about the lean startup, which included the business model generation by Alexander Osterwalder and customer development by Steve Blank. And then they also talked about, how design thinking is not a competitor to lean startup, but it's basically, through this diagram, they said that, how both of them can actually help in the complete cycle while it reaches the market scenario. And then they had a segment wherein Dinoj, who was an IIT Bombay alumni, who pursued his master's, who talked about his particular area of interest and how he started with something called as a styrene closure for conducting surgeries. But then they realized their challenges, and they mentioned that you sometimes have to keep your dream project on the back burner for a project which can generate revenue. Okay. So then they shifted and pivoted their area of approach. They then found a good market area in the burn segment, for which they presented the findings and what could be the highlight factors wherein their particular offerings can be of value. So then they mentioned about their market positioning, how it was positioned in a very prime segment of infection control and affordability. They generated business model as well, and then they showed their concept of having a quickly deployable unit. So they also foreseed a roadmap as in how they would want to grow as a company and in future, and then they discuss about the team. Right. Okay. So we are halfway through. We have covered the first 1 hour. What we'll do is we'll quickly take a 2 minutes break. If you want to drink water, just go for a bio break, just do it. And the next 1 hour, we'll be discussing the set of 10 questions. All right. So let's just come back within 2 minutes and we'll continue our problem solving sessions. Okay. Also, I would request all of you who are joining a bit late, see, please try to join in by the time in first 10 minutes. Ideally, you should be there at 6 o'clock because once we start the presentation, it becomes difficult to, keep a check on who is coming for permission. And we have to come back again, back and forth to admit all the learners in the group, right? So I would request all of you to please try to be available right on time. And let's just get back in a minute or so. All right, so we are back here, and now we'll be starting with the set of 10 questions. Uh, as I mentioned earlier, I would want your participation. So, as soon as the question is posted, I would want you to unmute and suggest, what could be the right answers. And at the end, we will show the right answer as well with a proof from the uh, lecture content as well with the snapshot, so that there's a logical backing of what was the right answer. All right. I hope my screen is visible. Okay. So here
Yes.
comes your first question. The question is, according to Mr. Anand in module 1, what is the topmost cause for 90% of the startups to fail? No market need, running out of cash, lack of focus, poor marketing. So what you can do is, you can unmute yourself and tell me, let us say if this is option A, B, C, and D. So how many for option A? So we have got four people who have raised hands. Prachi, Bargale, Avinash, Ankit. So we have got four votes for point A. How many for B, which is running out of cash? So Ms. Nivedita is saying A. Let me also check. Okay. So yes, Ms. Nivedita, as I mentioned in my presentation deck, you will get the recording under the problem solving sessions tab, and it will be in a form of YouTube link. Probably in a day or two, I'll be uploading it, and you can access the recording. So recording for each and every session till your final session will be uploaded. So anybody who is not able to join in for any particular reason can actually do it. All right. So we have got almost 8 votes for option A. Anyone for running out of cash? It was also one of the reasons for startups to fail. Anyone? Then we have lack of focus. So, which means startups are not that focused, that result oriented, or problem oriented. Anyone? Not seeing any opinions. And then you have poor marketing. So, the startups are not marketing their solutions well. So, two people have raised their hands. You're referring to which? If you can unmute yourself, who have raised their hand, which option do you think should be the right? Ishwar Katti and Abhinandan. You're voting for C or D? Okay. Option 4. All right. Anyone else? Abhinandan probably is also voting for option 4. Okay. So let us have a quick look of the overall scheme of voting. So we have around 8 votes for option A. We have around 2 votes for option D. Also, I would like to highlight that, whatever answer you or the option you prefer, we are not, evaluating you. There is no marking going in the back end. Okay. So feel free to share your opinion. I am not evaluating you. I am not giving you any marks. These set of 10 questions are there to help you, with more understanding and to evaluate yourself how much you have, gone through the content, right? So feel free to respond to these questions. We are not capturing all these, individuals marks for each one of you. But if you have a correct answer, obviously we'll applaud you. Okay. So let's go to the next slide. Okay. Let me full screen it. Okay. So if you see, it says more than 90% of the startups get run over by the market. Okay. And they said that the percentage may increase, even, that may increase from, 90% to 97 or 98% who face the challenges when they go to the market because there is no market for it, right? So it is one of the most important failure, reasons. The correct answer is no market need. All right. So all those who have said no market need and point A, well done. You have mentioned the correct answer too. All right. Now let's proceed to our next question. Among the following options, which is the most important feature for any startup to pursue as discussed by Professor Chakravarti in lecture 1? Alright. So the options are customer reliability, customer service, customer discovery, and customer feedback. The most important feature for any startup to pursue. कौन सा बहुत महत्वपूर्ण फीचर है जो एक स्टार्टअप को परस्यू करना चाहिए? So all these starts from customer. Is it reliability? Is it service? Is it discovery? Or is it a feedback? So again, you have got 4 options. How many for option A? Or you can also, what you can also do is you can unmute yourself and say the option. Okay, I just keep a note
Sir,
of it.
option D.
Option D. Okay. Anyone else?
Option B.
Option B. Okay, more?
Option B, sir.
Option?
Option B.
D.
Option. Option B. Option D.
Sir, it is customer feedback.
Option C. All right. So instead of writing in chat box, maybe you can unmute yourself and say, because that will be easier for me, because otherwise I'll be shifting the screens and it will disrupt the flow of the lecture. Okay. So all those who have posted, if you have not said, you can please tell me. As of now, we have got 2 votes for customer service, 1 vote for customer discovery, and 2 votes for customer feedback. Anyone else who has any difference of opinion or wants to add on to these particular 3 options? Which is the most important feature for any startup to pursue? Is it customer reliability? How reliable the customers are? Is it about the customer service? What kind of service a startup is offering to the customers? Customer discovery, identifying your customers, and customer feedback. So we are asking about what is the most important feature. All right. So nobody has talked about A. So we are looking out there. There is equal weightage given to customers.
Customer feedback, sir.
Okay. So we've got second, the highest priority is, sorry, it's the customer feedback, which people are saying should be the correct answer. Then you've got customer service, and then finally you have got customer discovery. All right. So let us look at the content. I mean, what was told by Professor Chakravarti in the lecture 1. Okay. So if you remember, they talked about Ola story. Who founded Ola? Anyone? Who was the founder of Ola? I hope most of you have gone through the content and it talked about.
Rajesh Agarwal.
Hmm?
Bhavish Agarwal and Ankit Bhatt.
Havish and Ankit, they started Ola, and they started Ola as what? Ola as Ola Trips. All right. So can anyone of you tell, I mean, what was the customer discovery? What was the challenge that Bhavesh faced, which triggered to start something like this? कोई बता सकता है?
Sir, can I?
Please do, please do.
I just remember a brief idea
Yeah.
that they were on a trip and their taxi driver just left them alone in that road, and they was finding it difficult to get another taxi. So they thought it was a huge problem. So they got over the solution.
Yes, so probably that was what discussed by Professor Chakravarti. So they were on a trip, and then in the midway they started negotiating the price. There was a issue with the pricing, and the driver left them in the middle of nowhere, and that was the scenario that triggered the Ola making. So we have learned that customer discovery is the most important feature in any startup. You saw how Bhavesh could trigger the change from an Ola trip to a taxi hailing service. Okay. So the correct answer for this question is customer discovery. So I think maybe one or two people said the right answer. It is the customer discovery, which is very important. No doubt, customer feedback and service are also critical, but that happens once your product is already in the market and it has been adopted by the customers. Okay. And that will happen only when the customer discovery is done and the customer is reaching, the product is reaching the right customers. So, as a preliminary step, I think customer discovery is very, very pertinent. These all also play a vital role, but that comes at a later stages. So, even if you have said, B and D, it is critical, but at a later stage, it is more critical. At a more primary level, what you need is customer discovery, which is very, very important. Okay. So, from a stage wise perspective, you can say it is the customer discovery which is important because around that customer, you will be building your entire product, your marketing, your reach out. Right. All right. Let's go to question number 3. What is the meaning of success according to Mr. Raghuttam Rao? If you remember, he was the one who was talking and was a part of GDC, and he has been talking in the lecture 1. Is it going to the market? Is it about delivering the product as well as money? Is it about building and tackling the most difficult of solutions? Or is it about moving out of your comfort zone? Okay. Let's write A, B, C, and D, and you can please unmute and say your preferences.
Option B.
Option D.
Option B, option D. Yes. Anyone else? See, anyways, I am unable to see who is speaking.
Sir,
Okay.
option D.
So it's perfectly fine to share your opinion.
Option B. Option B.
All right. All right. Option B. So option B and D are going in parallel. But one more vote through chat box. Two more. All right. All right. Few more voices. Few more preferences to this question. The meaning of success. Okay. So remember one thing, one thing which is critical in all these questions is that what kind of question is asked and what is the context. Okay. So success can have different meanings, but context is important. Okay. We are referring to Mr. Raghuttam Roy, and that is the context. So according to Mr. Rao, what is the meaning of success? Every individual will have their different parameters. For me, success might be something different. For you, success might be, getting more marks. For somebody in profession, success might be, getting the best employee award. Right. So, but here we are talking about how Mr. Rao has described success in terms of a startup. Right. So if we do the vote count, we have got 4 votes for B and we've got 2 votes for D. All right, let's see the reference. Ideas are simple, building a business is difficult. Startups should be able to deliver the product along with making money. All right. Why making money is important? Anybody? Why is it important? See, it's important to be sustainable. All right. If you want to stay as a startup, you will have to, you know, give a lot more salaries. There are so many overheads. There are so many, things to be taken care of. And to continue working, to continue developing new products, you need to be sustainable, for which you need a sustainable income source. Okay. So delivering a product is good. You're adding value to a product you're delivering, but you also need to make money to stay afloat, to stay sustainable. Right? तो ये दोनों चीजें जरूरी है. Both the things are equally important. But when you want to make business out of it, which means business should be make money and it should deliver a product or a service. Make money at the end of it. Okay. So whether it is a product or a service you are offering or you are delivering, making money is also equally important. And that's what Mr. Rao is mentioning, right? So the correct answer, as most of you said, is delivering the product as well as make money. So well done. All those who have suggested option B. Okay, great. Let's come to our fourth question. What are the main objectives of Gopal Krishna Deshpande Center, which is basically GDC, for innovation and entrepreneurship, as discussed in module 1 by Mr. Rao? Okay. Again, we are referring to the context. The context is what, according to Mr. Rao, are the main objectives of GDC. The options you have here are to work with STEM colleges and fund science-based ideas, to benefit multinational corporations, to increase the probability of startups, and to build entrepreneurial thinking. So,
Option A.
okay, we have got one vote for option A.
Option D.
Option A, C, and D.
Okay. More inputs, more
Option
votes.
A and D.
Option A and option D. So one thing to catch here is that it's a square box. Square box means multiple answers are correct. All right. So please ensure that you are also understanding these cues. Square means multiple, circle means just one. Okay. Let me just have a quick look at how many people, if there is anyone in the waiting. A, C, and D. All right. All right. Anyone else? So we have got 3 votes for A up till now. We have got 1 vote for C and we have got 3 votes for D. A is to work with STEM colleges, to benefit multinational corporations, to increase probability, and to build entrepreneurship. All right, all right. So let's see the reference from the content. To improve the odds of success of startups emanating from the research labs, build entrepreneurial thinking by working with STEM colleges and incubators. All right. So I think a lot many of you are quite close in that. Most of you will get proportional marks, I believe. So the correct answers are to work with STEM colleges and fund science-based ideas, to increase the probability of success startups, and to build entrepreneurial thinking. I think one of you answered all the three correct ones. So well done with that. And others, they will get proportional correct marks. So because nobody opted for option B. So I think that's a good thought and good attempt. Anybody could tell me what do you mean by STEM? What is STEM?
Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Science, technology, engineering, and management.
Okay. Science, technology, engineering, and
Mathematics.
is it mathematics
Mathematics.
or is it
Management.
management? What is it?
Mathematics.
Management.
Okay, anyone else? So I'm keeping that M open. Okay, let's get back to it. So there is difference of opinion. Few are saying management, few are saying mathematics. Okay, so I'm keeping this particular thing open. Let us try to find it out. All right. Let's proceed with our fifth question. As discussed by Mr. Rao in module 1, which of the following features are crucial to address for any startup? Now, so we are talking about four features. Again, it's a square box, which means multiple correct answers are there. A, create impact and be scalable. B, move research ideas from lab to market. C, manage the cost of production. And D, manufacture expensive products.
A, B, and C.
A, B, and C. All right.
Yes, A, B, and C.
Sir, A, B, and C.
A, B, and C.
Right. Anyone else? What are the features which are crucial to address? Crucial features we are talking about. Okay. Crucial features. Create impact and be scalable. Move research ideas from lab to market to manage the cost of production and to manufacture expensive products. So, anyone else? So, you've got 3 votes for A, 3 votes for B, and 3 votes for C. All right, let's go ahead and see the correct answer. The correct answer is to create an impact and be scalable and to move research ideas from lab to market. Okay, so these are the two correct answers. The incorrect answers are to manage the cost of production and to manufacture expensive products. So again, it's important that we understand the context. The context is according to Mr. Rao. Okay, it's not according to our understanding of the subject or our understanding. It is about how Mr. Rao is trying to share from his experience and his point of view what should be the crucial features. So he is iterating that it's important to be impactful and scalable, and should the idea should be able to go from lab to market. Let's come to question number 6. GDC or Gopal Krishna Deshpande Center aims to build dash thinking in campuses by working with dash colleges and dash across India. Okay. So you have your options here. Again, it's a radio button, which means only one correct answer. All right. So the options are aims to build startup thinking in campuses by working with all colleges and
Option C.
schools.
Option C.
Option C.
Okay, okay. Or aims to build design thinking in campuses by working with government colleges and private institutions. Or aims to build entrepreneurial thinking in the campus by working with STEM colleges and incubators. Or to build entrepreneurial thinking in campuses by working with STEAM colleges and schools across India? Do we have few more votes, opinions? Anyone?
C, sir.
All right. So most of you are saying C. Okay. So before we see the correct answer, can anybody tell me what is STEAM? So we saw people were saying STEM, and now we have got STEAM. What is A here? Anyone?
Can I make a guess, sir?
Please, please.
Administration.
Administration. Okay. Anyone else? So let me give you a hint. These are all basically subjects.
Sir, arts.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, so the correct answer is arts. And can anybody come back and tell me what does M stands for? There were two answers. It was a dichotomous question with two preferences. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. All right. So it is mathematics, and A stands for art. So slowly, arts is also taking up pace, and importance is being given to it because it is one of the creative courses, and creativity is a skill which is one among the topmost 21st century skills required. All right. Now let's get back to what is the correct answer. So GDC's vision is to build entrepreneurial thinking in campuses by working with STEM colleges and incubators across India, which means the correct answer is C, which many of you have already said. So well done. It was very close call, but whosoever responded, you have marked the correct answer. Now you also need to know, the typology of question, right? It is not just simple, choice-based question, but it is in the form of fill in the blanks. But at the same time, it is also having three, responses to be answered. So you might get questions in any of the format, and you have to respond to it accordingly. Okay. Coming on to the seventh question. Complete the following sentence with most suitable option as per module 1. Okay. Startups fail not because of bad ideas. Startups fail because they fail to get dash.
Customers.
Customers.
B. Customers.
Okay.
Customers.
People are very vocal and very enthusiastic for customers. Let me read out the options: proper team, customers, business patents, and market popularity. Startups fail not because of bad ideas, but they fail because they fail to get dash. Proper team, customers, business patents, or market popularity. So we've got 4 votes for option B. Anyone else? All right, let's see the reference. Startups fails not because of the bad ideas, because they fail to get the customers. So if you see in the week 1 content, customers have been given prime importance. If you remember, we have questions around customer discovery, and then failing to get customers. And then if you see, there was questions also around potential customers. And because if you fail to get the customers, there is no eventually no market need. All right. So the essence of week one content is about, the importance of talking to customers and talking to potential customers. If you remember, they also mentioned that, when they have ideas, they talk to people who they can easily access. Could be friends, it could be family, it could be their teachers, but they fail to talk to potential customers. Right. So again, customer is very, very critical when we are trying to build a startup. So well done. All those who have said customers, it's the right answer. Now coming to question 8. According to Mr. Anand, what is the most common yet crucial mistake made by startups? Again, it's a very direct question. I think the answer is already given.
Not talking to potential
Option C.
customers. C.
Okay.
Option C.
All right. Anyone else? So the options are building uninteresting solutions, not checking the feasibility of ideas, not talking to potential customers, and raising capital early on. So we have got 5 votes for option C. Let us have a look. Okay, so this is more like a transcript, but you do not talk to the right people. Who are those right people? Potential customers. Instead, you talk to the wrong people and just go build a solution. Again, when we say wrong people, we are referring to the easy access people. Again, which I mentioned, it could be your family, it could be your friends, it could be your classmates, it could be your teachers. If some of you have done it correctly, congratulations, but you have done something right. But this happens to more than 90% of the startups. They just go and build a solution, right? So this is Mr. Anand speaking, and he's very critical in saying that it's very, very important to talk to the right people. And right people is basically the potential customers who are going to avail your product, avail your service, which is being offered by the startup. All right. So the correct answer is not talking to potential customers. Very well attempted. I think most of you have gone through the content and you have been quite bang on to the answers. Coming on to our second last question. According to the module evidence based entrepreneurship, the essence of lean startup is not to guarantee success but to options are reduce the value of company, reduce odds of failure, reduce odds of success, and reduce the startup problems.
Option B.
Odds of
Reduce the
failure.
odds of failure.
Option B.
Okay. Right.
ABC.
ABC. Someone has said ABC, but I would like to highlight that here it's a radio button. Okay. Which means that only one correct answer. So you have to keep this in mind before attempting. So when you are doing it in assignments, it basically won't allow you to select multiple. So that way you are safe, right? Because in the assignment, it will only, if it is a radio button question, you'll be able to select only one of them. Not all. So let's have a look at the answer. Lean startup does not guarantee success, it reduces the odds of failure. Okay. So it's not necessary that if you follow the lean startup model, you have a business model canvas and you follow all those things, it will be a guarantee of a success. Okay. Obviously it will help you, it will refine your pitch, it will help you in, refining the entire approach, marketing, and addressing and generating revenue. All those things will be quite clear and sorted for you, but then it is not a guarantee of a success, it reduces the odds of failure, right? So the correct answer is reduces the odds of failure. Great. Now coming on to the last question of the session. Question says select the fundamental questions for any innovative startup to ask themselves and validate before moving to the next stage, according to Mr. Anand, as mentioned in module 1. So the options are who needs it and why? Can you deliver that value? Can you use it for yourself? And can you make enough money?
Sir, A, B, D.
A, B, D.
A, B, D.
It, since it's a multi-select, so people are quite true. There would be multiple correct answers. People have opted for A, B, and D as of now. Anyone else who is of a difference of opinion or who think only two are correct, not all the three ones?
All three are correct.
Let's have a look at the reference. The three questions for any startup or innovation is who needs it and why? Which means we are talking about customer. Can you deliver that value? So we are not talking about delivering the product. We are talking about delivering value. And can you make enough money? All right. Again, this we already noted that we need to generate money as well to be sustainable, to stay afloat. Right. So all these three are the correct answers, which means who needs it and why the customer needs it, what kind of customers needs it, are we able to deliver that value? It's not about delivering the product, but the kind of value we are bringing in the user's life. Is it solving any problem? Is it helping them, ease out their daily activities or challenges? And can we make enough money out of it? So money factor is also important because we are into business. All right. So from a business standpoint, we need it. All right. So with this, we close on to our set of 10 questions. This is done. Next, what we have is a question from discussion forum. It was about making packed food products and whether it is harmful. It might contain preservatives. See, this is a question which is more applicable to the lecture two, since we are going with week specific discussions. Let us try to address that in the next problem solving sessions. So let's keep this question till the next session and we'll try to ask and address them. And all the learners who are present, I would also want you to, ponder upon this particular aspect which the learners has raised. So the question is, isn't it harmful if somebody consume it daily? It means packaged food, since it might contain many preservatives. If it's really harmful, what are the common preservative do these products contain? Okay, so a part of question is about the preservatives and all. So let's not get into that. If anybody is from that field and that background, obviously you can answer it upon. But all those who are attending this session, I would want all of you to also look into what could be the answer to this question, what could be the right way of addressing this question, what kind of preservatives are added, and whether consuming it daily is harmful for us or not. All right. So think upon it till the next week, and we'll raise this question again. I would want your inputs, your perspectives onto this particular question. So with this, we end our session in terms of content recap, the protocol slides, as well as the set of 10 questions. We have a few hand raised. Alauddin, do you have any question?
Yes, sir. What is the answer of question number 9?
Question number 9. Reduce the odds of the failure. Is it fine? Let me just quickly present
Yes, sir. Yes.
once again so that there is no doubt. Okay. So the question was, according to the module evidence-based entrepreneurship, the essence of lean startup is not to guarantee success, but to reduce the odds of failure. Failure की जो probability वो उसको कम करेगा. The lean startup model. All right. Okay. At a broader level, do you have any questions regarding the course or marking pattern or the assignments? If you have any questions, any queries around it, now is the time you can raise the question. If you are able to address it today, we'll try to do it. Otherwise, we'll ask it from the NPTEL team. They might also want to address it. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can raise your hand and you can ask the questions now. Yes, Chinmay.
Sir, the exam, how it would be conducted? Like it will contain MCQ questions or it will also have theoretical questions?
All right, all right. So with respect to exam, the correct guidelines are given just before the exams, and it is conveyed through the announcement section of the NPTEL platform. All right. So I would suggest that you have to wait till that moment for this particular year's examination pattern. What I can tell you is that in the past year, it had been examination where the questions were reflected into the screen, and we have been given a mouse so that we are able to click on the correct answers. Okay. So theoretical examinations or the questions were not there in the previous editions as of now. But then the examination pattern is something that is decided by the course instructor. So if they want to add any theoretical questions, they might add it. But in the past editions, what we have seen is it's primarily either multi-select or radio button. It's basically selection-based questions, what we have seen in the past. But we cannot comment on the future. So you might have to wait, before around the time when you start getting your admit card. Around that moment, they announce it that what would be the examination pattern, whether it will be a computer based exam or whether it will be a pen paper based exam. So like I mentioned, from previous few editions, it has been a computer based exams with selection kind of questions. Okay, but that is not something applicable for this year as well. So let's wait and watch. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else who has any doubt, any question? All right. So what we have around 10 minutes left. What I'll do is I'll quickly share my screen and I'll show the NPTEL portal, because it might be a possibility that you're not aware of all the functionalities and where all the repositories and things are kept. If you want, you can continue to be a part of this session, because we'll be continuing till 8 o'clock. We have got a question. for scoring good marks, is assignment enough? Mhm. Okay, so for scoring marks, nothing is enough. You always try to learn more. So anyways, what we are doing is you have a set of questions which are being presented in front of you through the live assignments. And then you also are getting additional set of 10 questions, which I am, kind of discussing in each session. So anyways, you are getting a good repository of questions. But then you'll have to go through the content because the questions will be from the content. So that will help you gain good marks and perform better. All right. And it's always good to make notes while you are attending the courses. What I've seen is that in the past, the learners have shared that, how they, prepare for their exams. So many of them would keep a notebook in hand, and while attending the lectures they would make notes, and before the final exam they would go through the notes, right? So that is one way. Another way is that some people open up YouTube and try to do a revision by increasing the playback speed, so they would hear the content in 1.5 times speed, so quickly they are able to come across the content. So there are different ways by which people prepare themselves in order to revise the content. Note taking is one. Going through the entire content in video form, it's cumbersome, it's challenging, but people do it. And then the third is to access the resources which are available in the PDF form. Okay. So when I am sharing my screen, I will also show you, how you can access that content. Okay. So I'll be doing that now. And if you have any question, you can post it in the chat box as well. So that's fine. All right. So this is how your screen would look when you open up SWAM portal. You will have to sign in. If your details are already added, you just have to click Google, and then you will be signed in. You can go to My Courses, and you will be able to see your enrolled courses. It could also be a possibility that you have enrolled for multiple courses, because there have been learners who have been, learning quite a lot through NPTEL. But if you have enrolled for only one course, it will be shown here. If you have already completed few courses, it will come here in this section. So these are the courses which I have already taken up or attended. So it's something as a part of history or archive, and ongoing courses are presented here. So if you go to course, you will be basically landing onto the course specific page of this NPTEL. All right. Here you see all these tabs which I mentioned in the presentation. This is the announcement section. It's a very important section because all the important notifications are here. I would request all of you to keep a watch on this particular section. See, it mentions about the session reminders, the examination registration, and eventually you will be getting information about admit cards and all those things in this particular section. Although if you have enrolled for the course, you will also receive these informations in your mail, and because automatically you get subscribed to NPTEL. So I believe all of you are getting mails regarding session reminders or problem solving session. Is it so?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we're getting.
Great, great, great. And if you don't want to get those mails, you can also unsubscribe. But I would suggest that keep that subscription on, because it helps, being in constant touch with what's happening in the course. This is the left pane which I talked about. All the week's content will be presented here, starting with week 0 to week 2, and eventually it will open up till week 12. All right. Uh, let us click on these tabs and let me show you what is available. Download videos. If you go to download videos, you will be able to fetch the link, and then if you see the left tab, week 1, week 2, week 3. So from here you can actually access all the week's content. But I would suggest that you should go in a sequential order, which is based on progressive disclosure, right? If you go to the download, you've got assignments, you've got transcripts, and you've got all the videos. And you also get to see the toppers list. Okay, so if you perform great in the examination, you might have your photograph here. All right. So let's see. So all those who are a part of top 2% and top 5% are presented here. So you might also have your picture, if you perform well. All right. And this course has been there in every semester. So if you see, this is the latest one. There is a person who has already scored 100. So people are scoring great, and this particular course, 100% is it's quite appreciable, and these are a part of top 1%. And then you have the other people. All right. So if you perform well, you will be listed here. It will be a great thing to happen for you. These are the different certificate types which you get depending upon how you perform better. So I'm not sure whether you have explored all these areas, but it's good to be aware of. So these are the marking criteria and these are the certificates which you get. Okay. So if your score is more than 90, you get elite plus gold certificate. If your score is between 75 to 89, you get elite plus silver. More than 60 is elite, and 40 to 49 successfully completed. All right. So, and this is the entire syllabus for the course. It's basically there in the portal as well. Now, so these are well or a part of download videos. Now let's get to the transcripts. If you click on English transcript, you will be leading to this page. You click on download now, and then you'll be able to see the first 5 lectures ka PDF. All right. So this is again a method of going through the content in a quick way. You can download the lectures from here, and you can have a quick look at the content. Okay, so for many of you might be looking at the entire video is challenging. So going through the PDFs is much more comfortable for you. So that can also be done through this particular thing. I'm not sure of the lecture notes. Let us see what's there in the lecture notes part. Okay, so again, you have got all the lectures so in the PDF format. So whatever presentations are shown in the content, it is presented here. So this also you can download all. It is all accessible, and you shall be able to go through the content. So again, it's a good area to capture on the content. All right. Let me also show you the Q&A. So if you click on Q&A, you are being redirected to a Google discussion forum. So if you click continue, you will be landing onto this particular discussion forum page. And this is the question which has been raised. All right. So again, I am requesting all to please have a look at this question by Tanuja, and let's try to address it in the next class. Let's go back. Progress is the area where you will be able to see your unit-wise progress and your assessment scores. So if you are attempting the quizzes and if you have already attempted assignment 1 and 2, you will be able to see the scores only after the deadline of these courses are over. Okay. So many of you would have already attempted it, but you are not able to see the score. The reason being, there is a deadline for it. So for assignment, so week 1 quiz, you will be able to see the deadline so it is 7th of August. So that is the deadline. Once the deadline is over, then only you can see your marks. So let us see for week 2. Yes, 7th of August, right? So I would request all to please keep a note of these deadlines. It's important. You've got almost a week's time left to attempt this because all these marks are important for your overall assessment. Right. I'm not sure if there is anything in the mentor section. Progress we have discussed, Anand. Yeah. Finally, talking about the click to register. If you have not yet registered, and if you are doing this course from a curriculum standpoint and credit standpoint, please go ahead and complete your registration process. All right. So with that, I would conclude the session today. Thanks to all of you for being here, for participating in the questions and responding with your answers. Special thanks to all those who raised their votes and mentioned that this could be the right answer. So with that, we conclude today's session. We'll meet again next week, 6 o'clock. Thanks a lot. Namaste.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.